Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and much respect to the brothers laboring in this truth worldwide in sincerity to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. Yeah, this your brother Dawada coming to you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be entitled Two Extremes to the Scriptures. So, as you're growing in this truth, you start to understand that there's two extremes to the Scriptures. You're going to either be granted life or you're going to be condemned to death. All right? And that plays out in multiple ways. How only the elect is going to be able to understand the truth, and how 2/3 of our people are going to be destined for death, preordained, right? And how these other nations who had us in captivity, who were on top for so long, will now be our slaves, right? So let's jump right into the scriptures, all right? This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33 and verse 14. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. All right? So those are your two extremes. Good against evil, and life against death. The godly against the sinner. All right? Oh, scriptures say, what fellowship have you with the ungodly? Paraphrasing, can two walk together? All right, these are the extremes that Yahweh Shai set up. All right, so look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. And you know what? That's balance. That's how Yahweh Shai has set it up, right? Let's get it. This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Most High, but a just weight is his delight, right? So you got to have good against evil. You got to have life against death, all right? When it says, scripture say he is a man of war, all right? Say he hate all these other nations, but he have love for who? The children of Israel. And more importantly, the elect of the children of Israel, all right? Let's get more examples of the extreme. You know, love and hate. Because he has a chosen people he loves, and he has a chosen people who he hates. All right? Meant to be the wicked. This is Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains. Matter of fact, let me read up. This is Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Most High. See? Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Yeah, because, we've been catching hell. But he still has love for us. All right? Why? Because we're going to end up getting the kingdom in the end, Lord willing. I'm part of that number. All right? Says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Most High? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right? And that's your two extremes. That's your balance that Yahweh Shai set up, man. All right? So, you got to understand that everything has been laid out for Yahweh Shai to set things in order. All right? To give the ones who he want the kingdom in the end. All right? He said he's going to set up one over the earth that's profitable. All right? So you got to choose you this day, life or death. There's no in between. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. See, your two extremes. And that I command thee this day to love the Most High thy power, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, and his statutes, and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Most High thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. All right? But if thine heart turn away, if your mind turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away, and worship other gods, and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land, whether thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it. All right, and that's what happened, man. You read in Daniel that all Israel transgressed the word, and that's why the curse fell upon us. All right, but he said he had left a remnant to come back and serve him. All right, verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death. See that? Two different extremes. Blessing and cursing, right? Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. And this mercy that he's granted us to come back to try and choose life. All right? And it's all of the will of Yahweh Shai. All right? Because man goings is of the Most High. All right? Verse 20. That thou mayest love the Most High thy power, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him. For he is thy life, and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Most High sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. See that? It's not for everybody. It's only for the Israelites, man. All right? He said, obey my commandments. All right? So let's go to Proverbs. And guess what? King Solomon is Yahushua. And Yahushua was King Solomon. All right? There's a reason why you see this in the scriptures. All right? This is Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. All right? So Yahushua made it plain, man. Keep his commandments and live. So why is this there? Because it's Yahushua speaking. All right? If you got eyes to see, all right? So let's go to the New Testament. All right? It's the book of John. Because there's two extremes to the scriptures. It's either life or death. All right? This is Yahushua again. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's the same thing we just read in Deuteronomy, right? That we may as live, we got to keep the commandments. All right? So let's see what commandments that Yahushua said for us to do, that we may live. All right? Because, we had some unruly people in these last couple of days, from this dude Quanaf, who stopped doing the work to these unruly sisters on the comment board. You got a extremely bugged out one that left comments on Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Ramla, Elder Manata Zakbar page, man. And the same comment, and you can tell she's bugged out. But Yahushua say, if you love me, keep my commandments, right? So this is Matthew 22 and 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye find, bid to the marriage. All right? And that's a commandment. Go is commanding you. All right? It's a commandment. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. All right? This is a commandment that Yahushua has sent out for his men to do. All right? And a lot of people ain't do that. All right? It's a lot of people who draw back from doing what Yahushua said do. All right? And guess what? They chose death. All right? Let's get some more on doing what Yahushua said do. All right? This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 In verse 11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, and Eve, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. All right? The woman being deceived was in the transgression. But Yahweh Shah said what? Let the woman learn in silence. Let's give more commandments that Yahweh Shah has set that what? To keep balance and keep us in order. All right? That what? That we may live. And if you don't choose these things to do, guess what? You're not going to live. It's two extremes to the scriptures, man. It's either life or death. There's no in between. All right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33. For the Most High is not an author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women learn in silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. All right? And we read just back in what in Deuteronomy, choose you this day. All right? Life or death, paraphrasing. Going on. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. All right? And Yahweh Shah set this in order, man. Why? Because he gave all judgment to his son. He's going to execute judgment on all those unruly, rebellious people who did not want to follow his commandments. All right? That he laid out. This is John chapter 5 and verse 22. For the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son honoreth not the Father, which hath sent him. Verily I say, it's like a verily, verily, means truly, truly, I say unto you, he that heareth my word and believeth on him that sent me hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death to life. You see that? The two extremes, man. You obey what Yahweh Shah has told you to do, guess what? You're going to come into life. But if you don't, you're going to come to condemnation and receive death, man. All right? You got to honor the Son. All right? This is Psalms 2 and 12. And how you go by honoring him by doing what he asks you to do, man. All right? Go out on the highways and byways. Making videos. Staying fervent in prayer. Fasting when need be. All right? These are the commandments that he set out for you. Women, keep silent in the churches. No comments. No idle comments. All right? If you love Yahweh Shah, you're going to do what he say do. If you honor him, you're going to do what he say do. All right? This is Psalms 2 and 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. All right? If his wrath kindled but a little, you're going to perish by the way. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And if you're not trying to do what he say do, you ain't got no trust in Yahweh Shah. You ain't got no faith in it, because you trying to come up your own way. All right? You're not trying to come up the straight gate. All right? And he has a reward for you. All right? This is Luke chapter 19 and verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Yeah, man. That's what's awaiting you. Because you don't want to do what your Lord and Savior say do. Guess what? You're going to be brought before him and slain. All right? You're an enemy to him. All right? If you're not gathering with him, you're scattering abroad. All right? It's just that it's the two extremes, man. All right? Matter of fact, let me get that. If you're not gathering with Yahweh, you're scattered abroad. It's just the two extremes. Choose life or death. All right? He that is not with me is against me. Shalaki. This is Matthew 12:30. Got a little excited. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad, right? And it's point blank period. It's the two extremes, life or death. All right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs. All right? This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at my posts, waiting at the posts of my doors. All right? If you hearing Yahweh by Shem Yahweh, you're blessed. All right? And that don't just mean you hearing the words, man. You got to have understanding with that. All right? For whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Most High. You see that? You find Yahweh by Shah, you're going to find life. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. You see that? So you don't love Yahweh by Shah if you're not doing his commandments. All right? It's just simple as that. It's two extremes. It's either life or death. All right? Point blank period, man. There's no in between. All right? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring in this truth and sincerity worldwide to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. Till the next time I say, Shalom.